The Pallikkutam magazine, the editorial brings the idea of implementing AI and robotics into the curriculum. So in India, we have a favorable situation because of the educational policies implemented by the government. And we can start it from standard 3 onwards. Also, the editorials brings about the challenges of this robotics and AI. That could be about unemployment. It is a crucial issue. So the editorial speaks about the solution also. The solution is all about the educator's responsibility is to ensure that the future generation doesn't wait for opportunities but learns to create them. So, as educational leaders, we need to teach them how to create it, becoming change making agencies that drive progress and purpose, calling for an approach where technology strengthens human dignity, ecological sustainability rather than undermining them. And also, it speak about the acceleration leading in the age of actualization. So there are two aims in complementing or achieving this goal. That is, one is self actualization aim and another is world actualization aim. Both are complementary to each other. With one alone, we cannot achieve the goal. So both is needed. So how to the editorial brings the challenges that educational leaders move beyond administration and control and instead to cultivate conditions and ecosystems where meaningful learning accelerates itself. We need to create an environment where learners experience the dignity of creating value for others and where learning is validated not only by scores but by the impact it creates. So, the future of the educational institution depends upon how do we direct the acceleration of towards entrepreneurial purpose and human flourishing. So I think in this new year we will be able to achieve all this aim. We will try our level best to guide our children regarding this. And I appreciate Pallikkutam magazine for bringing this relevant topic, and also they have mentioned the challenges and how to overcome this challenge. So I officially launched the January edition of Pallikkutam magazine, leading in the age of actualization. Hearty congratulations to all the editorial board members and other office bearers. Thank you.
Thank you for the Ajin Jose for launching our magazine. As you can see from the cover, we are moving from the age of acceleration where a lot of new technologies were developed, including this platform that we are now using. This was quite new before COVID. And a lot of other digital gadgets and smart classrooms. So many technologies evolved in the last 20 to 25 years. But now, and also the AI was the bridging gap, bridge that connects the era up to 2025 with the coming era, that is from 2026 to 2050. Now we talk about Viksit Bharat, and to lead us to that, we now require a transformation in education, which we are trying to focus on through all our activities every month of the topics that we choose every month.
So, our editorial and cover story says about sustainable leadership in the age of actualization, and it challenges us to look beyond mere academic growth. In 2026, leadership isn't just about managing schools, it's about enabling world actualization, a process where learning begins from within. We explore this from further from our roundtable, discussing how education leadership must adapt to this age of acceleration. We can see the editorial here it talks about the leadership in the age of actualization. We can dive deep into how to become administrating our insights and focus section. And with that, Bharat Shiksha Bill 2025, which aims to unify EDC, AICT, and NCT. So innovation isn't just on the perspective section. To support the entire school ecosystem, we have curated our four specialized guidance. And the
Today is very auspicious day for us. Actually, you have chosen West Bengal. You have given importance to the state West Bengal, and I hope everybody knows. But you may know, you may not know. Today, actually, throughout the world, we celebrate New Year. Happy New Year, we say. But in West Bengal, we celebrate Happy Kalpataru Divas. Let me tell you the significance of the day. This is a very auspicious day for us as a Bengali. I'm Dr. Manav Kumar De, you know, the principal and director of Mount Literacy School. Basically, I belong to West Bengal and I'm a Bengali too. Main point is that from Bengal only we have learned how to become philanthropic. So a philanthropist person can feel about the world, but particularly you have to see about our own place. Kalpataru Divas is dedicated to Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa. I hope you know very well. And he became so generous today. He is actually one type of incarnation and he has given everyone whatever they wished. And his disciple, Swami Vivekananda, he has given the greatest quotation of education. He told, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. So we belong to the place where the Guru and Sisya, the Guru and disciple both have given the exact meaning of education. Now Swamiji again said that each soul is potentially divine. So whenever we are dealing with the students particularly, we know very well they are potentially divine. So we have to work out with the potentiality. We have to explore their potential. We have to explore their talent. That's why we are here. We all are doing all these things together. And I told actually that day also, leadership is just such a thing, sir, where that it is not that you are going to manage something, you are leading in front, staying in front, showing others the path, become a pioneer, become a role model. That is required. Now, what are the aspects? Only telling or arranging the seminar, nothing will happen. You have to do certain things. You have to implement certain things. Your words cannot prove, your deeds will prove. So that one kind of deeds you are doing, you are publishing the magazine, the educational magazine, rather to say. So I am very happy that on this auspicious day, and I hope I have made it clear that it's not that only we are celebrating New Year today, we are celebrating Kalpataru Divas. And in that particular day, in auspicious day, you were publishing your magazine. And really, see the connection. Sometimes God is giving us the connection. So hopefully, God is also generous. That's why He is giving us this opportunity to. So I'll not speak much. Firstly, whatever I came to know about this, particularly so when we talk about educational magazine, we know that it is for the students. We are meaning it for the students. Literally speaking, this generation, we tell that they are very fast. So we use FIRST as a fast generation as well as we go for a fast generation FAST. So we have to amalgamate both the fast generation and the fast generation together. Now, when we are all confused still with the usage of AI, and sometimes we are thinking about our identity. Sometimes some people are thinking that they are losing their identity. What about the human intelligence? AI will capture and all these things. This age of actualization actually will prove that only human can do all the things. AI is simply a tool. So when the first half of 21st century, we went for the age of acceleration, now we are coming to the age of actualization. So people must know what actualization is. I'll request each and everyone who are present here, not only that, other people too, to go through the magazine properly. Whatever is there, the synopsis of the magazine already has been shown, but only that 2-3 lines or 2-3 minutes is not enough. So we have to ponder over and we have to read, we have to go through it thoroughly.
And I am absolutely happy that Professor Bay mentioned about the auspicious day for Bengal when we inaugurate this particular or release this particular edition of this magazine. And he rightly mentioned that's very important information. The two luminaries of the education, which should guide the education today, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the mystic, and Vivekananda, the world leader, both of them define a kind of new version of education, which is deeply based on the self-actualization. And therefore, this particular title owes very much to their insights. It's very good that we took Bengal as partner state for this particular new year. And as you rightly mentioned, 1/4 of the century is over from 2000 to 2025. That's a quarter of the century. We witnessed a lot of acceleration for technologies, which disrupted the education sector almost completely. With reaching the pinnacle of this particular quarter century is the AI. AI is transforming very quickly education scenario. And this age of acceleration creates a lot of disruption, a lot of fear, concern of job losses, of course. Father Ajin was mentioning about that, job losses and the creation of new jobs. So our students should be equipped for that. But to be equipped for that, they have to enter into a new age of actualization. And actually, age of actualization has two dimensions, already said, the self-actualization and world actualization. If somebody is actualized in himself, does not mean that he is able to create job or doing some service to the society. So they have to do both. They have to develop themselves at the same time, change themselves and change the world around them. This kind of ability we have to impart. And the ecosystem of the schools and the education institutions has to transform tremendously. And the leaders of the education institutions are there to guide this, manage this change or direct this change with vision and with a lot of power. And this is the right time where the leadership qualities of educators has to show. So I think, therefore, this is a very important theme when we enter into the second quarter of this particular century. And like this image shown, there was a ski boy skiing with one leg with a lot of wheels, accelerating things. But the acceleration is not enough. They have to go into higher levels of another level of self-actualization and world actualization. And to equip them, the education ecosystem, the school ecosystem, the leadership has to transform. And this is a very profound message carried by this magazine. I'm proud of my team. They have made this through different, a lot of difficulties were there, but they manage all the time and bring up this magazine the right time. The 1st of January they would publish, and when we enter this particular new quarter of the century, let's take the education to a new level. We have to reimagine, we have to recreate education ecosystem, especially leadership paradigms. We have to just undergo tremendous change. Business as usual will not work. And Sri Kumar mentioned about inertia. This inertia is very much there. Inertia of rest. According to physics, we say there are two types of inertias. Inertia of rest and inertia of acceleration. Inertia of motion. Inertia of rest means people believe we cannot cope up with the situation, give up. So they give up. That kind of attitude is very deadly, very well known. But the other type of activity, business as usual, the inertia of motion, business as usual will work. It will not work. So therefore, we have to adapt to these new changes. We have to adapt to this new situation where there are not just one learners. AI tools learn and our students also learn. So there's a competition between learning ecosystems. Students learn, AI tools learn. The question is who is going to win the learning process. We know that AI tools are winning the game right now, but we have to have our human edge, and that human edge is shown by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Vivekananda. That's the role of self-actualization and world actualization. And you should also know that AI itself is changing in this manner. So therefore, we have to be very careful to redefine our leadership so that they create right ecosystem for self-actualization and world actualization. They are entering into age of actualization from the age of acceleration. So this is a tremendous transformation, and if our educators and leadership is aware of that and able to guide the ecosystem properly, India will be the Guru. And let us make India an entrepreneurial nation by making every institution entrepreneurial, every student entrepreneurial, every teacher entrepreneurial, every parents entrepreneurial. So this is the age of entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial movement, age of actualization, where every single individual is supposed to actualize themselves and actualize the world around them, to change the world around them, make new opportunities, create new jobs, create new value, create wealth, all these kind of activities, part of education process.